Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. And today we are having Shivam Gupta. Currently, he is working as a senior software engineer at User Centrics. Hi Shivam, welcome to the channel.
Hi, Vedant.
Hey. And so, guys, in this podcast, we are going to chat with Shivam and explore like what are the opportunities for software engineers in Germany and how you can apply for a software engineering role in Germany and like the advantages and the work balance in Europe. So let's go back in time, Shivam. Like, how was your college life? Were you a topper or something around this?
Topper? No, I was never a topper. I was a bunker. The person in the classes and go for playing cricket. Yeah, I was like that. No, never a topper.
Okay.
I just used to get like a booklet before the exam, read that stuff like in 3 hours and just pass the exam. But
Yeah,
I used to like sort of coding. That's it.
Yeah, like it's very common among engineers and like to pass the exam, just like reading before in the night and doing stuff. So, Shivam, like, how did you start your coding journey in college? Like, what things do you focus on? Like, where did you learn these things, and what projects did you build?
Basically, like first thing I want to say, like coding is the easiest thing in the world because you don't need any degree to do coding, basically. So I would say like this coding field is like so much diverse. It doesn't depend on to be your background or anything. You just go, if you have logical skills, start coding and you go for it. So I was like, no, but like my background was of course engineer. So I started with coding like C, C++, not Java. Okay. I hate Java. JavaScript.
A
Like
disclaimer, we hate Java.
And JavaScript is not Java.
Yeah. We love JavaScript, but JavaScript is way baba.
थोड़ा सा भी प्यार नहीं है क्या? सिर्फ इतना ही.
Like, you love Java, but JavaScript is way before.
Yeah. So, Shivam, like, when did you exactly started coding in college? Like, was it first year or was it second year?
Like, if I frankly guess, I started coding when I was 13. So I was like till 10th, I was from ICSE board. So where in 9th, 10th, I studied BlueJ. And then in 11th, 12th, I have an optional subject, which is not physical education. It was C++. And then I started with like C. So my background was really strong, I can say. Plus all my family members, like 90% are engineers and all are in computer science.
Oh, that must have been a very major driving force for you.
Yeah, like if I got like some problem, there is always someone to help it out. And my real brother is also a software engineer, like who is my teacher, who is the person that I am today.
Yeah,
He is
that's
the person
really
who made me what I am. So that's what I would say. So I always have a guidance.
Yeah. So like when you were in the first year, you were already a step ahead from rest of your folks in college.
Yeah, like I was a step ahead, but it doesn't mean like my colleagues are a step behind, because what does coding needs? It just need logical mind. How you make algorithms. You can just go to Google and read about syntax, right? But the way you think, your brain thinks, it's all logical. And coding is like, I would differentiate like coding is like divided into two parts, 99% thinking and 1% typewriting.
Yeah, agreed.
So this is something coding. So for coding, you just need logical mind. It doesn't matter when you start, where you start. I can tell you a 60-year-old guy, if wants to start learning coding, he can be better than us.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like, and I see like histories right now, like 16 years guy are coders developing apps.
Yeah, age is never a limit. Yeah.
Age, no experience. When you start, nothing matters. It's just like you start at whatever time and where you ever go.
Yeah. Exactly. So Shivam, like when you were in first college, so first year. So what exactly were your plans to move ahead at that time? Like,
Like
like,
I'm from a tier three college. To be frank, like when you're in a tier
yeah.
three college, the first
Mhm.
thing is like in your brain is like, "Bhai placement hoga ya nahi hoga." So that, like basically, if you belong to like tier three college, the first and the most, I would say like that's the fear, like placement milega ya nahi milega. But
Mhm.
I would say like that's the only thing that pushes you hard, right?
Exactly.
Because fear is always something that pushes you hard, pushes
Mhm.
you from behind. So for every student that comes in the first year, fear of not getting a placement makes them push harder, and
Mhm.
that's why they work so much hard.
यही नहीं अभी और सुनिए
Yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
did.
Mhm.
Because if you are from IIT guy, like you will definitely get a placement. But
Mhm.
if you are from tier three college, you are sure like if you want to take the placement, you have to work hard.
Exactly. Like, things for tier three students is never easy, and like, not we don't get as much privileges that IITs and ITs and tier two colleges. Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah,
we,
like you can say that, but like yeah, they deserve it. So that's
yeah,
also something.
we eventually find our way.
Everyone makes their own way.
Yeah. So Shivam, like, in first year, like, were you more into competitive coding, data structure, and algorithms, or were you more focused on development? Like, did you thought should I improve my logical skills first in the first year, and then move ahead to development part? So, like, what was your overall thinking at that time?
Like what I was guided from a brother was like there are two things. One is coder,
Hmm.
programmer,
Hmm.
and one is developer. Coder programmer does like competitive programming.
Hmm.
Developers develops apps, websites, or like softwares. I want to be a mixture of both
Yeah.
because one thing can optimize a solution and one thing can develop a product. And
Yeah.
if you combine both of it, it makes an optimized product.
Exactly.
That's why you get high score. So
Yeah.
I would say like you need to know both. And
Hmm.
somehow if you can use this competitive programming in like day-to-day development, you just crack it, man.
Yeah. So Shivam, how much data structure and algorithms one should learn in order to be able to optimize your development, like the projects you develop or the products you develop? How exactly is the scale required that one should achieve in order to optimize things? Like, is it like you have to go till dynamic programming, graphs, and other stuffs, or like is it okay to do arrays and linked lists and other basic stuffs?
Like basically like the first thing like for development you have
Mhm.
to be good in one particular language.
Hmm.
For competitive programming or something you just need to be good in algorithms and data structure. So the
Hmm.
best thing is like data structure is same in everything.
Hmm.
So there is also array in C++, C, Java, Python, and every like JavaScript and everyone. There is linked list in everything. There is try this. So I would say like learning data structure is actually the base,
Hmm.
because like if you are creating a loop for deduplication, then I would say you better learn sets.
Okay, थोड़ा सा ऊपर से निकल गया, but we understand
No,
the
I
context
said,
here.
I said if you are using a loop to remove the duplication of data in an array,
Okay.
then you must learn about SAT data structure.
SAT data structure, exactly. Yeah.
So that's where the experience comes in, where
Hmm.
you become a developer to a smart developer.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you like, one should learn data structure and algorithms in a way that they can use that thing in their project to optimize the use case that they are actually solving. Great.
Yeah, like don't treat like coding like something you have to learn it for getting a job.
Hmm.
Treat like it's a fun. Apply it
Exactly.
everywhere.
Exactly. So the thing which we are seeing is that learn data structure and algorithms in a way that you can implement those optimizations in your real project, and don't just solve data structure and algorithms just for the sake of solving questions. Do find practical applications or practical examples, like how you can use them, and that is what really software engineers do.
अरे देवा ये गड़बड़ है बाबा
Like many has a problem like lot of questions what I get is like how dynamic programming can be used in development. Just think about syncing of databases.
Mm-hmm.
The backtracking is the really important algorithm there, where you check if that data warehouse or database is synced or not.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like there is application of everything that you learn in algo. Just you have to reach that application level. That's it.
Yeah. You must find that use case where you can implement solutions. Great, Shivam. So Shivam, like let's come to let's come to college again. Like, how much priority did you give to the core subjects of your college? Like, how did you prepare for semesters?
So like to be frank, like every year you give importance to every subject. That's what topper does. Okay, and I was not. so like I give importance like some of those subjects, especially like OS databases, DBMS, CBNST is really important. Like people ignore like these things, but man, like if you read about eigenvector, eigenvalue, and you know about like you can reduce a dimension of a matrix, then in coding, if you use that mathematical term, you can actually reduce a complexity by n.
Oh, that's really great.
That's how Netflix works.
Oh,
so it's like every subject is important. Just you have to don't just read it for marks. Just read it for the concept knowledge. Like how can you apply it? Like the example I gave it, like eigenvalue and eigenvector reduce dimension of a matrix. Then think in a coding terms. How can I use this in a coding? So if you are running some searching algorithm or like some algorithms in matrix, why can't you apply this and reduce a complexity? Because actually you can reduce it by one dimension.
Exactly.
So I would say like you have to give importance to every subject depending how much you gain from it.
Yeah. Just one thing is that चीजें ऐसी पढ़ाई जाती हैं कि student don't find interest in learning them during the classes, and the time when they exactly figure out कि हाँ इसका बहुत ही अच्छा example था. Like let's for example we go for networking, students just for the sake of marks they study, but actual में like when you join a software engineer, then you understand how IP works and how everything is connected in an organization through VPN and all everything. So like, yeah, we must not underestimate like core subjects that are being taught, but usko ऐसे पढ़ो कि you get the context out of it, and whenever a problem statement is put forward, you can think of solution कि हाँ college में ये पढ़ा था, we can.
Like अगर तुम कोई concept पढ़ रहे हो ना theoretically, तो just think like how can you apply this?
How can you apply?
Because उस thought process में या तो तुम कुछ नई चीज discover कर दोगे या तुम एक startup बोल दोगे.
Yeah.
So it's like that you will always achieve something. So better way, like focus on it, just think in a conceptual way and just go for it.
Exactly. Okay, so Shivam, like moving on from college, how did you land on your first internship, and like what was the interview process, and till then what projects did you build?
Like I was a hustler, to be frank. So like first year मेरे को पता लग गया था भाई कि like I will not get a job. उनके मार्क्स तो आ नहीं रहते. ठीक like क्योंकि first year में like you are energetic, you study and you get it. Second year में down. Third year में down. Fourth year में school college आने के बाद. So like I know this like this would happen, right? So I was a hustler, like life में कुछ करना है. Tier 3 college है. तो college से तो कुछ होगा नहीं. So what I have to do is by myself. So I just like push myself, register on Internship, freelancer.com or like Upwork. Just go and get as much as freelancing work I can get, earn money, right? And जब पैसा आता है तो अच्छा लगता है. So from there, like I feel like independent first, and I feel like motivated. Like कुछ नहीं यार, मतलब if I go like some classes or coaching, I have to pay to get the knowledge. But now I am getting paid to get the knowledge. Plus experience to build a product which would be run. Yeah, you know. So that thing like is really like impressive for me. Like that's something logical. I thought about it and just went there and just start learning. But I have a one confident कि बॉस अगर जो मेरे को कोई चीज नहीं आती ना तो एक दिन में 24 घंटे होते हैं. और अगर जो सुबह 8 घंटे में रिपोर्ट करना होता है ना, तो एक 8 घंटे और दूसरे 8 घंटे के बीच में फिर से 24 घंटे होते हैं.
Oh, point to be noted, folks.
So
Great.
that's how like 24 नहीं तो मतलब 16 घंटे होते हैं, बट इन 16 घंटे में अगर जो तुम ट्राई करोगे ना बॉस, कुछ ना कुछ तो दिमाग में घुसेगा.
Exactly. That's like you should try at least, and कुछ तो like समझ आ ही जाती है चीजें. Exactly, Shivam.
And yeah, if you try करोगे ना, solution मिल जाएगा. I'm damn sure.
Yeah. So Shivam, like your first internship was in Josh Talks, that is based in Gurgaon.
I got a like lot of internship like in Sollywood or like Wallop Solution, Josh Talks, Pesto, like and a lot
of experience. Great.
Multi internship also, like doing 2 internships at one time also.
Wow. So Shivam, like how different is the interview process for an internship as compared to that of a full time? Like what skills or what kind of resume did you make at that time that helped you get an internship just from out of a college? Yeah, during the college, exactly. So
like for internship, like I always like practice a lot, and I said like, you can take my test, and I give a test and I try my best and I solve it and I crack it. And like for that, I would say like for internship, like if I am a company owner, right, and I want to hire some interns, I will not go for like they know everything. I would go for like, अगर जो मैंने इस बंदे को काम दिया वो कितनी मेहनत करता है उस काम को करने में. That's what they look into an intern. And if you tell them like तुमने ये सब किया है, ऐसे किया है, तुम कर नहीं पाए क्वेश्चन सॉल्व, बट तुमने बहुत मेहनत की है, they will definitely hire you. And for the job, boss अपने आप को बेच दो.
Yeah, you must learn how to sell yourself. That is very important.
शाबाश बेटा, बहुत बढ़िया.
And like that's what.
क्योंकि मैंने IIT के बंदे को 1 करोड़ में बिकते हुए देखा है और टायर 3 के बंदे को 4 करोड़ में बिकते देखा है.
ये कहाँ देखा? अच्छा ठीक है. Got the reference. I got the reference.
So it's like you like some that there are different skills for everything. Technical skills something okay, okay. But boss, like अगर जो technical skills को तुमको देखना नहीं आता ना, that's something different. So you have to be like expressive. You know how to show your work. You know how to do presentations. It's not only technical. क्योंकि टेक्निकल ज्ञान तो सबको है. आज मैं एक पत्थर उठा के कहीं बाहर मारूंगा, वो इंजीनियर को ही जाके लगेगा. What makes you different now? You have to mold yourself with the market. You have to mold yourself with the upcoming generation, because generation is coming very smart. Yes, doing startups at the college time, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like lot of like, coding is like, they know they have to do it. There is no other way. Right.
Exactly.
So how to cope with that?
Yeah.
Everyone is doing coding. But you should know how to sell that coding. That's what I mean. I tell you, like, there is coder, there is developer. What a company required? Smart developer.
Exactly.
There is technical high skill guy. This is also high skill guy. Both have the same knowledge. Now, company would like, you can hire like at same pay or like same post. But now it depends how much expressive you are, how much you can sell yourself. The person who can sell themselves is like really well, gets the high pay or higher job. Simple.
There's a saying like, if you are not good at selling, if you are not a salesperson, then opportunities are very less for you. Like, even though you are an engineer or a doctor and anything, you must be having that sales mindset कि बेचने आना चाहिए चीजें. That's very important.
Wolf of Wall Street देख लेना.
Yeah, exactly.
Promote भी कर दिया Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay, so like promotion की बात आई है. So let me tell you, Shivam has a really awesome YouTube channel where he posts travel content across the globe. He travels Europe, Asia, US, everywhere, and he posts awesome videos. And you can do check out his channel. And so the link is in the description. Do check it out.
जिंदगी हो तो ऐसी हो जिंदा तो झांट के बाल भी हैं.
Yeah, and like this, all these videos also have itineraries. So if you want to go to Europe in like 20,000, 25,000 or 30,000, there is also all description in there how you can do it.
Yeah, exactly. And that too
Jugaad.
in a very budget,
Basically,
in a very minimal budget.
traveling jugaad.
Yeah, like when an Indian goes to travel, you can expect the least expenditure in the cost, because I mean
भाई
India वाले.
देसी आदमी है.
Yeah, exactly. So I do follow his channel, and he has amazing content. Like in case kabhi bahar जाने को मिला तो definitely I'll follow his videos. Okay, so coming back to this interview, Shivam. So like you landed as a software engineer in Samsung R&D. So like what was the interview process, and what was the work culture and the type of work you did? A small highlight on this.
So like Samsung come into like our college, like it was off campus. I said there, then they have like a question for 3 hours around, I guess. It was like 4-5 years way before, I don't even know. So it was like that, and you have to solve that. And if you are unable to solve that, then they will give you one more question for another 3 hours or something. You have to solve it. If you solve it, then you get for HR round. So actually, like that was first time. Luckily, I would say, that in 15 minutes I solved that problem in first go, and I just like got an interview from HR, and I was the first person to give the interview. So
Great. So like the questions were more on data structure and like some lead code kind of questions, right?
it was like completely on BFS.
Oh, okay. So a lead code hard, we can say a lead code hard level.
No, like
Medium. We should go
for tier 3, like lead code 3.
Okay.
Like
okay.
also like in Amazon, I would say like I can also give on this information, not only Samsung. Like I also gave interview in Google, Amazon, Facebook, and the Samsung. So I would say like in Google, lead code medium. It's basically around like data structure. I would say like priority queue, BFS, DFS, backtracking, dynamic programming. In Amazon, it's lead code around like medium level, not hard, I would say. And it's mainly about graphs. And BFS, DFS, same. And in Samsung, like there are different levels depending like at what position you are applying. So it's like intermediate level, advanced level, professional level. So for IIT, they have to go with like professional before entering the company. That's why they get higher paid. For us, we have to go with the intermediate round.
Okay.
So for intermediate, it's mainly just logical thinking. I would not say even BF. I would not even say BF.
Okay.
But yeah, recursion and something like that with logical, like it's like lead code, easy to medium.
Easy to medium. Okay. Like how
all I feel is like
if it's easy for Shivam, then definitely a medium for us.
No. I'm also the same person. Don't worry.
So Shivam, like what was the like what were the benefits of working in Samsung, and like the work life balance and the kind of work you were doing in Samsung?
Like this COVID things changed a lot, but before COVID, I would say like you can't do home office from Samsung. So basically, like you're working in a research, so you have to tap your card, you can get inside, your phones get logged, cameras and everything. So it's like if you have to work in the company, you have to go into the company. So like suppose like you want to work at 1 a.m. You can't work at 1 a.m. like from home. You have to go to office at 1 a.m. to work. So I would say like that's lacking was there, which I feel personally, not because of Samsung, but I think so it's majorly all over R&D. What I feel like, because I never worked in another R&D, but that time I feel like this way. But yeah, like the type of the work is really good.
Okay.
It feels like you are doing something for the future. Like you are a future Tony Stark. Building some, Jarvis.
Exactly. That's really nice. So let's come to the very crucial part of this interview. Like, what motivated you to move to Germany? Like, what are the benefits of working as a software engineer in Germany, Shivam?
वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस फर्स्ट थिंग. सो लाइक इंसान उसकी तरफ भागता है जो उसने बहुत ज्यादा मिस करी. और मैंने सैमसंग में 11 महीने में सबसे ज्यादा मिस किया था was work life balance. I checked that which has the work life best life work balance. It found out to be Germany. बॉस 8 घंटे बाद शटर डाउन हो जाता है.
Okay, so they have this rule कि 8 घंटे से you can't work more.
No, you can't. No, you can't. And if you're working, they think like your productivity is not that good.
Okay.
That you require more hours to work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. So like
So they have different thinking.
A completely
So
different that from India.
More than 8 hours, they think like you are less productive. So why should we hire you?
Right. So in those 8 hours, is it like you have to do coding, or is it like it includes having lunch breaks, game breaks?
Yeah. So like it's basically like we have like office hours for 9 hours with 1 hour breaks, but it's not hard coded. But like for 8 hours, like if you maintain your life like that way, like in your mind is like 9 घंटे मेरे को काम करना है, बाकी का जो 15 घंटे या 14 घंटे है ना वो मेरा है. उसमें मेरे को घंटा कोई मैसेज नहीं आने वाला. Then you focus like that way, and when you are highly concentrated while coding, like 2-3 घंटे का तो पता ही नहीं लगता बॉस. मेरा तो नहीं पता लगता. So it's always like that. When you start coding, like you get busy and involved in stuff, and you start working. Then lunchtime, then you start involving and you break. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
But like if you want like, so I can tell you about in my company, like there's like sleeping room also. You can take a nap. So there is like a happiness manager that tells how much happy you are while working, and she takes care of you. So like she might cook like for everyone in the company, Wednesday, Thursday. Then in my German company, there is bar also. You can drink if you want to. There's desk also in the company. If you want, you can do party. There is sofa, couch. You can sit there, relax and code. And after all this, company also provide massages. That's something like European culture, you know. So like we got like trained massages from Google or somewhere that also like do massage for your body. So like because like we are software engineers, we have to sit on the chairs all the time. So our back pains. So for that, like company says that if we give leave for 1 day, we are in more loss to hire a massage for them. So like once a month or like 3 months, you get a massage for free from the company side.
Oh, that's really amazing. So Shivam, like how did you look for a job in Germany? What platforms were you using, and how did you approach technical recruiters, and was there any language barrier on that?
Like to be specific, like Germany have a language barrier. To be frank, like they speak German and I speak English. But like if you have a high tight skills and you have like a high solid ground, then I think so like language barrier can be ignored. So I would say like अगर तुम्हें बॉस कुछ आता है ना और तुम उसमें परफेक्ट हो तो लोग पैसा फेंकते हैं. क्योंकि वो तुम मतलब इफ यू हैव द कैपेबिलिटी कि तुम ये प्रूव कर सको कि मैं अगर जो कंपनी ज्वाइन नहीं किया ना तो कंपनी बहुत कुछ खो देगी. तो भाई वो पैसे फेंकेंगे उनको हायर करने के लिए. लैंग्वेज बैरियर तो छोड़ दो, वो अलग बात हो गई. दे वुड से लाइक वो रोज आएंगे पैर पकड़ लेके तुम्हारे, भाई आजा. Because company cares for good skills, good people. So they always in search for that. And if you have that, you get hired. That's simple. So for me, I applied a lot. Like, ठीक है, lucky हूँ बाहर पहुंच गया. But I don't know, like 30,000, 40,000 application I did.
Okay.
And उसमें से 200, 300 I got the mails back, reply. And from that 270, 280, I got rejection email. And then from 10 to 30, they just ask what's your visa status. And they refused to take interview. Then there was only one company who took interview of mine. And finally, they sponsored my visa.
Oh, okay. So like, it's like animum
sock, one shot. one opportunity.
One bullet, one shot.
So it was like that. So I have like at last, like I have only one opportunity. If I get this, I will go to Germany. If I don't, I will not.
Mm-hmm.
And I cracked it. The interview was like 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. Then different rounds. Cleared, sponsor my flight, sponsor my visa, sponsor my apartment cost for 6 months. Boom, Germany.
Wow. That's really
I
awesome.
got visa in 15 days.
So is it a common like thing in Germany that they sponsor visa for their employees from India, like, or is it it's only in special cases?
Like they look for it. Like if you really have a good skill, then they will do. I will tell you, like, bro, like I tell you, अगर तुमने प्रूव कर दिया ना कि अगर जो कंपनी ने तुम हायर नहीं किया, तुम बहुत कुछ खो दोगे. कंपनी पैसा फेंक, ये वही चीज है. आपको बेचना आना चाहिए.
Exactly. Yeah. So what platforms, Shivam, did you use to apply for jobs in Germany?
It was like LinkedIn, then Angel.com, Stack Overflow, sometimes HackerRank also, I think so, kind of. I'm not sure, like it was HackerRank or something, because I give test on that also.
Okay.
So yeah, like all this platform. And to be frank, I don't know from which platform that company contacted me back. Because I signed like 30,000 around.
Exactly. It is very hard to figure out. Yes.
Yeah.
So Shivam,
I was like, and I was like, kisi bhi mil jaye, like software engineer, software development, front end, back end, like JavaScript, Python, kisi ko mil jaye. And if like interview schedule ho jayega, उसमें time तो लगेगा ना 15-20 दिन का. उस 15-20 दिन में एक दिन में 24 घंटा होता है, 20 दिन में सीधा 480 घंटे. भाई 480 घंटे की तो वीडियोस भी नहीं होंगी किसी कोडिंग प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज पे.
Yeah.
तो I always like this mentality, like मेरे पास टाइम बहुत है, नई लैंग्वेज भी सीखनी हुई ना 480 घंटे में सीख लूंगा.
Exactly. So Shivam, how's the interview process in Germany different from India, and how many rounds did you have for your first job?
It was basically technical HR and like 2-3 technicals. Like they talk, they give you exam on HackerRank. You solve that. If you got score above like 90-95, you got for another round, like in which you develop something, and they check your coding standards, naming of variables, like coding standards, basically the logic wise, how is like human readable, good programming concepts, good best practices.
So do they have data structure and algorithms round followed by some phone interviews, and is it is the same basically as per we consider in India, right?
Like in India, I would say like it's like depends, like if you're experienced or non-experienced, but there it doesn't matter if you're experienced or non-experienced, they go with the same process. Okay. So Shivam, how important is it to learn German, and are there any pros and cons of not having to learn German? I would say like it's better if you learn German. Otherwise, you will not get a girl. In the bar. Or in the club. No, that's not it. But I would say like if you want to get social in that country, you love to learn their language. Like bro, like if you are go from north side or like south side, English is a language. But if you connect to their mother language, they feel really good, and you can easily share words and communicate. So that's the same barrier. Like if you think like language barrier, it's really new to Germany. Think about the person who is going from north to south and south to north.
Exactly.
That's the same thing. You're used to it.
Yeah. Okay.
So but in a technical perspective, I would say like all technical or engineer meetings of mine are in English, but company updates, if I am there, then English. If I'm not there, and everyone knows German, so they speak in German.
They speak in German. Right.
It's always like prefer German over English.
Yeah. Okay, so let's come to the very I think hot topic. That is how much can an entry level software engineer can expect to earn in euros, or and how much can someone expect to earn as a senior software engineer role?
It's totally depend on like how much you know or how much your experience are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like salary something like it's like depends on like if you have same technical thing, I also have the same technical thing, but किसी को बेचना अच्छा आता है तो वो ज्यादा पैसा कमाएगा.
Mm-hmm.
Like but like for average fresher I would say like start from 45,000 euro to like 60,000 euro depending
Mm-hmm.
bachelor masters how much he experienced in that. And for a senior software role I would say like 70 60 70 80. And
Mm-hmm.
beyond that, like if you go to management roles like engineer manager, you get paid like around 90k thousand or like 1 lakh euros.
That we are speaking of the average figures in the market. But if you are like exceptionally good, then the figures can be exceptionally different for you as well. So that's
Yeah.
Hmm.
So basically I tell you the small value also or the highest value also.
Yeah.
But I would say like it's really hard to get above 1 lakh euros.
Okay.
Like at least for that you need like 15 to 20%, like experience, like 15 to 20 years of experience to get that 1 lakh euro salary. But I would still say some people are different.
We understand the difference.
But it's completely depend on person to person.
Yeah. Like if you really want to earn more than 1 lakh euros, then you should start coding at the age of 13, and you'll definitely get that. And yeah, that's it. That's really the whole key to that success. Coding karo, ठीक है. And Shivam, like if we are having some freshers also watching this video, so like can you tell, like, is it possible for a fresher to apply for jobs in Germany, and if so, then how can do they apply for jobs, and how can they
Like,
negotiate?
Like I already made one playlist on this, like how to get a job in Germany, so you can go to my channel and watch the whole 7 series, like how people come to Germany. So I experienced a lot of experience, like someone just tweeted on Twitter and got a job in Germany.
Wow.
Someone did freelancing for 4 years, then got a job in Germany on board. Someone like me applied and got a job in Germany. Someone go to master, then got a job in Germany. So I share all this experience in my videos.
Sure. The links are in the description.
Yeah.
Okay, so the links are in the description. Do check out the video. And okay, so like is it possible like for freshers to go to Germany? After all, like it's a software engineering
I think it's
role.
possible.
Yeah. You just have to be really splendid in your profile and resume, and you will definitely get shortlisted.
Like if you're good at your job, तुम बहुत अच्छे हो अपनी नौकरी में यार, तुम अपनी skills पे बहुत confident है. जर्मनी छोड़ US, कनाडा, UK कहाँ नहीं पूछ सकते तेरे को.
Exactly. So Shivam, what is the standard market appraisal percentage in Germany? Like what one can expect. Yeah,
1% to 5% max, but still it varies from person to person depending on the person.
We understand that difference too.
But I'm talking about average, like average is 1 to 5%. But if a person knows how to sell himself really well, and if he prove his worth in the company, like I saw a person getting 25% also.
Exactly. So like these are considered keeping in mind that the bank interests are also really low in Germany, like in the savings account, I guess.
There is zero.
There is zero. Okay. There's
and
nothing.
if you have more money, then they also take from your account to keep more money in the account.
Yeah.
But loans are also like on 1% or 2%.
Yeah, they are
That is-
they are really very cheap, and that's really very good, like for someone to.
दिमाग में ये मत लाना कि ब्रो वहां से पैसा लेके इंडिया में डाल दो. कन्वर्जन चार्ज भी नाम की चीज है.
Yeah,
तुम
yeah,
पहले व्यक्ति नहीं होंगे जो ऐसा सोच रहे होंगे. हम
yeah,
2.5 साल से हमने सोच के कैलकुलेशन लगा के छोड़ दिया है. ठीक है.
सो गाइस, यहाँ के बैंक से लेके अपने इंडिया के बैंक में ट्रांसफर कर दिया, देन डोंट, प्लीज डोंट.
लक्ष्मी चिट फंड नहीं है ये. पैसा डबल नहीं होगा.
डबल नहीं, आधे जरूर हो जाएंगे. Great, Shivam. And like, how much can someone really save if he is earning? Let's suppose he's earning 50,000 euros, for example. So how much exactly can you save, or
It depends on a person.
again we know, like how can someone buy a fancy luxury house in India? Like कितना कमाना exactly पड़ेगा to someone to achieve that?
Like it depends on taxes,
Hmm.
which country you are in, and it also depends how much you save.
Hmm.
Like कंजूस बनिया है
Hmm.
भाई, बचाएगा ही सबसे ज्यादा, वही
सब
बचाएगा.
बचाएगा exactly.
कोई मेरे जैसा बनिया है, पहले भाई ट्रैवलिंग करेगा फिर देखेगा. So it depends actually on person to person, but like I would say like take an example. If you have a salary on like 48,000 euro, you get in account like 2,700 euro in Germany. I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2,700 euro, if you are living in like shared apartment with your private room,
Mm-hmm.
so like you pay like around like 500 euro bucks, then groceries and everything, $100.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, at the end of the month, you get like in then like 22,200 euro, या फिर 2,100 euro बचता है.
Mm-hmm.
If you are just going with survivals, no luxuries, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So 2,100 euro is like around like मतलब 90 का रेट चल रहा है.
Mm-hmm.
तो it's like around like 2 lakh के करीब you save in a month. But if you want luxury or something like traveling भी करना है तो 200-300 euro ऐड कर लो उसका.
थोड़ा सा और ऐड कर लो.
But you still save around like 1.5 lakh. That's from 58 or 48,000 euro salary.
Mm-hmm. And if you are like going above and beyond that, and then in that case you can save even more and do.
But उसी हिसाब से फिर खर्चा भी बढ़ता है. उसी हिसाब से फिर खर्चा भी बढ़ता है. जब तुम्हें पैसा आता है तुम खर्च भी ज्यादा करते हो. So I would say like it's like normal. Like if you are like earning 6 lakhs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You will spend like 1 lakh or 2 lakh. You're earning 12 lakh. You will not expend 1 lakh. Okay, that's human behavior. You will expend more. कि भाई पैसा तो आ रहा है.
आ रहा है. Exactly. Yeah.
So it's always like that. So if you earn more, you spend more. But the average saving, I would say like 1.5 lakh से 3 lakh का बीच per month.
And I think that's way above. Like
I'm talking about saving, which is like excluding tax, excluding your expenditure. In hand में सब कुछ खर्च करने के बाद जो बचता है.
Exactly. The actual money which you are having in hand. And I think that's really way more than what I think Indian folks save, even though in their like 20 lakh, 30 lakh base salary, I think.
और उसमें पता है जो टैक्सेस दिए हुए हैं उसमें तुम्हारा इंश्योरेंस भी जा चुका है, तुम्हारा अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट भी जा चुका है, तुम्हारा पेंशन का भी जा चुका है,
सब कुछ. And even the health.
जो 2.5 लाख है ना, ये तुमने इन्वेस्टमेंट के बाद बचाया हुआ पैसा है जो नॉर्मल इंडिया में. क्रिप्टो में डालना है तो यहाँ से डालना, बट बाकी जो चल रहा है, बाकी जो नॉर्मल सेविंग्स होती है, पेंशन, इंश्योरेंस वगैरह, हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, वो सब निकल चुका है पहले, उसके बाद की सेविंग है.
Exactly. If you really want to save.
42% टैक्स देते हो भाई जर्मनी में, बता दो, 35 से 42%.
But that really means something. Like in return, you are getting really great facilities, like free. Like the healthcare facilities are, I can know, free in
like
there.
Public transport, world best public transport, Germany. Connectivity, like really awesome connectivity.
Exactly. Okay, so Shivam, what does it take to become an NRI or citizen of Germany? क्या क्या चाहिए जर्मनी को हम लोगों से?
इंडिया से 6 महीने बाहर चले जाओ तुम ऑटोमेटिकली एनआरआई हो जाते हो क्योंकि तुम नॉन रेजिडेंट्स ऑफ इंडिया हो जाते हो.
This is the very realistic thing I have ever heard before.
बट कोई 6 महीने बाहर बुलाया तो सही. So basically, like if you have a job contract from a company of particular country, you go there, you like spend time more than 6 years, like 6 months in a year. So as per government of India rule, if you reside outside India for more than 6 months, you get an NRI status.
Oh, okay. And what does it really takes to become a citizen of Germany, Shivam?
Oh, it's a long process. It's complicated. If you know German, that's a different process. If you don't know German, that's a different process. If you have residence permit, that's a different process. If you have blue card, that's a different process. Which country you belong, that's a different process.
Which is the easiest process?
Like I can tell you mine. I hold blue card for around like 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So I can apply for permanent residence. And when I complete my like 6 years, I can go for like citizenship.
Mm-hmm.
Like 8 years, I'm not sure. But like this, like 33 months if you don't know German, and 21 months of holding blue card if you know German.
Okay.
B1, B2.
Mm-hmm. So B1, B2 are basically the levels of German language. So
Yeah.
so
Ich kann nicht sprechen Deutsch. Ich kann nicht sprechen Deutsch. I cannot speak German.
okay. And Shivam, like what is a blue card? So I think most of the folks don't know here what is a blue card.
Blue card is like highly skilled employee card from the government of Germany that says like that's a kind of residence permit. Like there is one residence permit, there is one visa. Then above all, that's blue card, which says that you are highly skilled. You have a engineer, bachelor, or doctor, like engineer, doctor, or lawyer degree, like highly educative standards, and you are getting paid more than 55,000 euros. So that's the basic things.
Okay.
Because if you are getting paid 55,000 euro, you're also paying more taxes. More taxes goes to government. So government says like you get a blue card.
You get
because you pay taxes.
So like it is an automatic process. You don't have to apply, or like you
have to apply.
You have to apply. Okay.
So like you go like from India, you get a visa, temporary visa for like 3 or 4 months or like 5 or 6 months. Then there on the base of your salary, either you get a work visa, like residence permit, or you get a blue card.
Blue card. Okay.
Like I saw like a people who get a salary but don't have a degree. They don't get blue card. So for that, you need education degree also, plus 55,000 more money also.
Okay.
But conversion of blue card to permanent residence is really easy and faster. That's the only faster because you get that in 18 to 22 months.
Exactly. That is really fast. True that.
Like less than 2 years.
Exactly.
And if you don't know German, then in less than 3 years you get. And blue card is valid for 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have reached the very end of this segment, and so like Shivam, what suggestion or advice would you like to give to the students watching this podcast?
I would say like you are trying harder. Just make yourself free. You are not confident. Like what the youth right now I see is like they're not motivated. They don't trust themselves. They self-doubt a lot. Like कहते हैं ना कि कुछ को उसको एक और नहीं मारता, उसके अंदर का जहर ही मारता है. So you doubt, like today youth is like so much depressed, intensed, and like unconfident that they eat themselves, which is really bad thing. Bro, like तू मेहनत कर रहा है ना, तू कुछ कर रहा है ना, confident रख ना, करना.
अरे तो करना.
तो करना. परेशान हो गए हम लोग 2.5 साल से.
अरे तो करना. इट्स बेसिक लाइक तू कर रहा है, ठीक है, तू पढ़ रहा है, तू सब कुछ कर रहा है, तू कॉन्फिडेंट है,
हम्म
अब मार्केट में उतर,
हम्म
चेक कर कितना आता है. अब यू विल सी लाइक, मेरे को ये लैंग्वेज नहीं आती, मेरे को ये क्वेश्चंस नहीं आता, तो क्या हुआ, पढ़, क्या है ये. कुछ इंटरव्यू नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा, नॉलेज मिलेगा, एक्सपीरियंस मिलेगा. डोंट अफ्रेड ऑफ फेलियर्स,
Exactly.
because failures is the starting point of a success. Success don't teach you anything. Just remember, success is a bad thing. It gives you happiness, but it doesn't teach you anything. To get taught, you always have to fail.
True that, and I think this is really, really inspiring for me and for all our viewers as well, Shivam. And I'm really glad that you joined this podcast today and told us about many things about Germany and the how software engineers really do well in the field of engineering. So thank you, Shivam, for being with us, and that was all in this podcast. I have attached all the links discussed in this video in the description below. Do check them out. So with that being said,
And I just want to say one thing. If you want to take your girlfriend on date, go to JS Cafe.
That is really, really a great compliment for
मार्केट लाइक का पैसा अलग से लगेगा.
तो बेसिक ट्रिक है, एक तो लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए, महाकाल का दबा के लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए.
Okay. So with that being,
यूज मत करियो. अच्छा था वैसे.
yeah, exact. अच्छा था, right?
मार्केटिंग टैग. अब तुम ये कवर में देखना पीछे. If you want to take your girlfriend on a date, take it to JS Cafe.
Surely this is our motivation, Shivam, and